Damn it, Chet. You're a bunch of scalawags, you are. We'll be selling the machine very shortly for those of you who are eager to see it in action. Just got the last bits to hook up. You actually won't need much in the way of wires, and that was the part that I was worrying about the most. Which is quite nice. We are going to need some of the pretty expensive logic components, sadly. Okay, so the shopping list stands at 6 corner wires, 4 flip-flops, 3 scanners, and 2 deployers. You can remember that, chat? Okay, let me jump into bed, have a quick nap, so get some light back. I already forgot. This bodes incredibly well, Leafin. Other than that, though, I think we're pretty much ready. So let's make sure that we've got money in the truck. We're going to head off to get 2 injectors, 3 sensors, 4 inverters, 6 corners. Can do. You just have to convert it into the game's terminology. Fair enough. I think I should be able to handle that. I'll also buy a couple of lamps as well. Right, off we go for what may be the last trip to get this whole beautiful thing running. But be ready for a very expensive shopping. Very expensive price tag on those automation components. They are not cheap, sadly. It would be grand if they were, but no. Very expensive. That is not going to help me. I will not be able to put anything in there. Game Boy. Why do you hate me so much? How many corners? 6 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. We needed 4 inverters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, damn my legs. Too strong. Ah. Oh my lord. No, really? Oh, you scallywag. It was 3 sensors and 2 deployers. One of them roll away. Did you pick it up? No, mate. There we go. Okay, what's the damage? 4,280. Oof. Okay. I hate everything. Oh no, never mind. I don't. Unless I do. No, I don't. Hooray! Right. Let's go and grab some of those lanterns before we move on. Were there any other components that I needed to pick up? I was going to grab an extra one of those too. I hate everything. Mostly me.
Huh? Huh?
Okay, I think we are good. If there's anything else we need, like a lobotomy, we'll just have to make do with what we got. I'm not a thief, how dare. The items were reclaimed via the power of Wilhelm's scream. Oh, no, really? That's unfortunate. I've not failed to get up there before, even carrying much more stuff. Well, we'll try again. There we go, that's a bit better. Perfect. I'm not a failed... Ah, scallywag chat is scallywag. Do not fall into the pit, Truck-kun. You will not get back out. These are to hook up the whole system once it's primed and ready. The pallet right now would have been fantastic, but again, my pallet is still currently chock-a-block full of gubbins. The cheesy kind, naturally. That's all the corners we need. pointing the right way. There we are. Now, it is going to take me a while to work out what's been hooked up and what has not. Sorry, when I say hooked up, I mean to say what's been nailed down and what has not. But it'll eventually happen someday, maybe. Probably, definitely. I need to go grab the flip-flops. Now, it is intensely important that these are all hooked up first before I connect up the corner sections. Because once those get connected in, that's it. They're ready to start deploying repair packs. If I'm not certain that they need one to be repaired, deployed, then best not let it have a chance of activating. We're actually very close now, chat. Just need to go and grab some repair packs. This is a far cry from our humble beginnings, I feel. We've got our own house. We've got an open pit mine now. That is many times more efficient than it previously was. We're going to be able to do amazing things. The biggest thing I'm hoping for is to get Cloutium really early on. Not simply because it's very valuable, but because it will allow us to... 1,300 there. But it's going to allow us to set up the sorter properly. What does the flip-flop do to whatever this machine is? Okay, so the scanner is going to report the current durability of the device it's looking at. When it reports that durability, the repairer is immediately going to start dumping all of its spanners into the device, because this will trigger on a positive number. The only time it won't deploy anything is if it's got a 0 or less as the number in there. And since 0 is only going to be reported when this is broken, i.e. 0 durability, we need to reverse the signal. So it's basically a NOT, a logical NOT. What it does is, let's say this has got 86% durability. That's a positive number, which means this would try to deploy repair packs. Why it would try to do it, think of it as a digital signal. So it's a 1 or a 0. Or one true deploy. We need to take that 86, or any number that isn't 0, and turn it into a 0, and that's what the flip-flop does. It takes any positive integer and returns 0, and any 0 or less and returns 1. So once this reads 0 eventually, meaning it's now broken, this will report 0 to the flip-flop, which will then send 1 up, and this will deploy a spanner, and will then stop deploying immediately. Right, with that done, time to pop these in. The fact that these have not deployed a bunch of spanners is a good sign. Where's the readout? Let's just make sure they are actually reading something, though, by putting this readout on here that will tell me what it's reading. Oh, it's reading 0 because that's being passed through. Yeah, that's fine. It's not... If I wanted to see exactly what the durability was, I'd have to put the flip-flop over there and then this on this side, because whatever value it's reporting, it's currently positive. But that's all we need to know, because if there was no durability on what, or no thing, then it should have reported a positive value. Alright, chat, I think we're ready. Should I have a sleep before we do this? I think we probably should. Alright. Aavak says, grab the flip-flops. I hear, buy a pair of Florida shoes. Fair enough. Are we ready, chat? I need to see some robes in chat right now before we turn this on. I need to know that you're properly dressed for the occasion. I mean, to be fair, if you're speaking about the kind of footwear I think you're speaking about, yeah, flip-flops is a way of describing what they are. It's more of a the name is what it is kind of approach, but yeah. Okay, after 10 and a quarter hours, we have what? A pretty little house and a massive pit with 3 times as much ore gathering potential. Also, room to expand this and make it a lot prettier. Please work. I'm hearing things happening. That one is not. Why is it not? Oh, that one hasn't had things put down underneath it yet. I haven't yet popped any... Oh, where's my shovel? Any soil. My bad. Okay, so it's now out of sync, but I actually don't mind. I'm sure chat minds, but I don't. I refuse to. This is working and that's all I needed. I can hear things being smelted! Chat, we have a functioning moneymaker once again! Look at all of the nuggets! Look at them! Oh, have you ever seen anything so beautiful? And to be fair, these nuggets are huge compared to the ones that we were mining before. Look at them. Look at them! So many beautiful nuggets. Just like chat. I don't think that's going to fit anywhere in there now. I'll have to leave that there. Okay, so why have we got... Huh. Right, I'm not sure why that one wasn't catching things the way it should. But it looks like that was just thrown off there for a bit. Annoying. Okay, well that's fine though, for now. It must have just been slightly askew. What we need is some Cloutium so that I can finally set up the Cloutium sorter as well. Cloutium. No! That was my fault. Where are you? Where did you go? There we go. Copy that. Ah, there's the other thing. Found that. I think we've got everything now. Except this is on upside down. Right, let's go get this sorted. Sort it. Let me out! Got important things to do. How's it on? Oh, there we are. Bunch of Cloutium, actually. Where's my sorted? There we are. There it is, chat. We're now going to be refining Cloutium as well. Happy, happy days. There we go. Took us a while, but we got there in the end. You gotta use the hammer on those belt mates. Oh, I know, I know. I've been building for ages, so I will bonk all the things in a bit. Shut up, chat. You know what I meant. Now. Actually, where's the money? Let's put the money back on top of the safe, where it belongs. Then let's clean this mess up a bit, eh?
Huh?
The workman does not leave the work site in a state. I think that's going to be the last thing that we build over here, though. There is no reason not to let this... Oh, actually... Oh, no. There will be a tiny little bit more to do. That is just to make a proper smithing area. But other than that...
Huh?
We won't have anything else that we need to do here. that can definitely wait until later. Put all the tools back. My lord. That was definitely a saga. A 10-hour-long saga. To basically upgrade what we already had. I mean, also make a house. The house took a fair bit, to be fair. It was like the first, what, 4-ish hours? Oh, we had a spare flip bomb. That's annoying. Not happy that we wasted that. I'll move these buildings over here. Let's get them out of the way. There's enough space over here for me to set them out nicely so I can easily identify what we've got. Or a shed in the house. Well, I mean, that's by design. I wanted it to be, as I've mentioned, that like a more of a bushcraft little kind of cabin. The sort of thing someone who'd spent all of their money getting the claim would be able to afford to build. Workers' cottage, yeah, exactly. Now think graveyard keeper. Think the little cottage up at the mine. Not a house, but fit for purpose. You know? Starting from the VOD today, getting a glimpse of where Aavak is now. A lot got done today. Actually, yeah, in a way, but it did take 10 hours, so I can't help but feel like I didn't get a lot done with the time that I had. But at the same time, I mean, some games just take a while, you know? That's just the way it is. I'm really happy with what we've got. We have massively upgraded our money-making potential. And I think this pit mine looks, well, I'm going to be honest, it looks really good. I'm actually really, really happy with our little pit mine. I say little. It's huge. I'm really, really happy with what we managed to put together today. And the house as well, obviously.
Huh?
We would like it if you would be more... Yeah, these over here, they're not gonna go down in a nice way. I'm just gonna have to stack them like this. Yep. It would be lovely if there was a way to force them to stack better.
Huh?
Like, if items are of the same type, it encourages them to stack on top of each other a bit more. But that'll do, I think. Pallets just over there. There we go. I think that makes it look a little bit more intentioned. Alright, chat. We've cleaned up the workplace. The last and, in some ways, one of the most important things to do. The reason why it's most important is because this is probably one of the things you least want to do. And so it's very important that you do it. If you can learn to make yourself do the muddling things that you don't want to do, then you'll find it very, or rather, increasingly easy to do the very important things that you don't want to do. There we are, seeing loads of gems coming through. Lots and lots of extremely nice nuggets. And look at the amount of wealth coming up. And this is only a tier 1 mine. I can only imagine the kind of wealth coming up from a tier 2 mine. We could expand it more, like I said, but honestly, I don't think we want to. This is the idea behind this, is that this is now an area that can fund and equip us for expansion elsewhere. Specifically, the biggest reason for the expansion down deeper here was so that we would get a steady flow of Cloutium, and I can see a reasonable amount of it coming through now. With that Cloutium, we're going to be able to make tier 2 drills, and indeed a tier 2 harvester. Looking bits, thanks, man. Very glad that you like the look of the mine. Because a long while to make. Yeah, for now the impact drills, let's say, they don't actually consume any material beneath them. It's a bit weird, but from what I understand, they used to, but they were changed. The devs seem pretty active in taking on board people's suggestions, and there is a willingness to experiment and see how things work. So I'm not sure if it's going to stay this way, if it'll go back to the other way. I don't know. They flip-flop. What do those wheels on the conveyors do? These ones, they're polishing gems. Let's find some gems. That's iron. Let me see. Gems, gems, gems. It's a little. Oh, here we are. Here's some emerald. As soon as this is done, I'll pop into bed so the things lighten up a bit. If we follow the emerald along, when it reaches the polishing wheels, boom. There we are. Now it's an emerald. On that note, let's compress all of the gems down. There we go. Oh, no, that is an onyx. What else is in there? Ah, a lump of iron ore. Let me go and have a quick kip. Wealth gifted by Shai Halut. Indeed. Oh, hello, giant spider. There's a giant spider just wandering across my floor. To give you an idea, if it was to stretch out its front legs and its back legs, it would probably be as long as a can of Coke. Its abdomen and thorax are probably about the same sort of general size as if you're looking straight down on the diameter of a can of Coke. This is a big house spider. It's much more afraid of me than I am of it. Not that it has anything to be afraid of me for. That spider lives in the privileged position of it eats things that I dislike more than any amount of the idea that it might be crawling over my face while I'm sleeping. So much more. You see, if you want to exist in a world which is peopled by gigantic beings with godlike power, you just have to be useful. More useful than you are inconvenient. Spiders have learned this lesson fantastically well. Exactly, Ty. See, that's exactly why spiders have no reason to be particularly afraid of me. I mean, it would be different if I lived somewhere where they were commonly extremely, like, you know, lethally poisonous. Or venomous, I should say. But I don't. That's just a big house spider. It's gigantic, yes. But that is the only thing about it. And a gigantic spider is still tiny compared to me. Yeah, if I lived in Australia, it would be very bloody different. But even so, I don't know. Maybe I'd channel my inner Vecna, and I'd happily have like a nest of black widows just crawling up and down my hand. Who knows? Oh, that was the sound of our something repairing. Yeah, it was the first filter. We now know what kind of mage Aavak we're playing Shadowrun. Yes, the most fun kind. Let's tuck this aside. Let's pop it over here. But yeah, okay. Spider chat aside, I am supremely happy where things have come. At this point, I think we would leave this place. The last, you know, there will be a tiny little bit where I set up the smithing area. Probably around here. It'll be the anvil, the crucible, and the weighing scales. But with all of that done, I might even like make it a little bit nicer. Like have a bit of table and chairs sort of setup. I don't know. Maybe a pail of water, because that would make sense for smithing, for tempering. But other than that, I think... rather quenching, not tempering. You'd need oil for tempering. But other than that, I think we're not going to see really any change, any future change to this area. So, to recap, this is the very first base we had. It is manual-ish, in that we had to go mining ourselves. Shovel and panning the dirt. We added a degree of automation in that we brought water to us rather than having to go to the river for it. And also this is a kind of self-powered sorter, which allowed us to quickly isolate what was what. We then had that. We then smelted that in this crucible. Poured it into the ingot mold, polished gems as we went, and crafted what we needed to craft. We had a little camp bed, fishing rack. It was very, very low-key. Little weighing scales, etc., etc. Then, towards the end of the last stream, because that was the first stream, the second stream was setting up what we had at the beginning of this stream, which was completely surface level, but we had 2 drills, a harvester, and sorting for energy, iron, and gold, and also the automatic polishing of gems, but not the automatic compression. We still don't have the automatic compression. That would be a necessary requirement were I to leave this base running for any appreciable length of time, because eventually there would be so many gems in here, it would be overflowing and just making a mess everywhere. So what we would want is a little sensor around here that would recognize that a gem had fallen into the bin, and upon that signal being received, or maybe like a second delay or something like that, compress all gems. That way, at most, we'd have a couple of gems just kind of scattered around that have fallen out, because if this is compressing at the time, let me just show you, and a gem tried to enter, it would probably fall down. But that would be a very small and uncommon occurrence.